Hey girl, serving you classic photo booth, so that I could tell you that the episode that you're about to see is not the new one that I just recorded because I just recorded a new one after months of not being able to record because of anxiety, but we'll get into that next time. This is actually like an episode from the very end of the summer that I thought was gone. I couldn't find it, and I found it on my hard drive. So I was like, you know what? You can have this one for now, and then we'll talk next week and catch up. But love you. Hope you're doing well.
Welcome back to If You Even Care. It's been weeks since I last recorded because I got sick so many times this summer, lost my voice so many times this summer that I was like, I think I should wait until I actually feel better and my voice sounds like my own again before I sit down and record. And I'm like, I'm at that point now. Like, I feel like myself again. But I got hit back to back to back. Like, my immune system putting up no fight, just letting anything take me. I'm being ravaged. It was scary. I'm taking all kinds of vitamins, drinking orange juice. Not that that really does anything. I just like orange juice. But I take vitamin C powder too. And I'm desperate. I'm desperate and I'll do anything to not live the way that I've lived this summer ever again. I thought it was going to be over after the Florida trip. I said, maybe I've done something to deserve that, to earn that. And, karma's got its kiss from me. Whatever it is I've done, I've paid the debt. But I have been sick all fucking summer. And then in the periods of time where I felt better and I'm like, actually, okay, I'm not sick, I went outside. I had no voice, but I've been outside and trying to make the most of it because it's been so short. I feel like everybody says this about every single season. You could just say it about anything and people will be like, oh my God, yeah, I know. You could be like, damn, March? I don't know what it is, but March flew by. They go, right, didn't it? It doesn't matter. Spring, summer, winter, it doesn't matter what it is. You could just say that and people will agree with you. So that's fun. But this summer, especially for me, has felt like it has flown by. And like I said, I've been outside. I've done what I needed to do. I've been where I needed to be. Not as much as I would have liked to because of the illnesses. But I've done it enough to be satisfied. I'm just not, there was more to do. I have my Wildwood trip coming up at the end of the summer, like in 2 weeks, which I always look forward to. I mean, Wildwood is ass. It kind of sucks. And I love it. I love everything about it. I love the like not so clean beach, but like clean enough. Clean enough. It's good enough. The boardwalk, every single store is the same store over and over again. I love it. I hate seeing the, what are they called? Hermit crabs that they have in all the stores where they paint the shells and then they're just like, first of all, I'm scared of them. Second of all, even though I'm scared of them, I can still have some empathy for them. They look so fucking sad and sickly. I don't know what a healthy crab looks like, hermit crab looks like, but I know it's not that because there's no way the paint is good for them. You think they're using non-toxic? I doubt it. I just feel like it can't be good. Can't be a good thing. And every store is the same. Love that. I don't know what it is, but it's just so charming. I treat Wildwood like it is a gorgeous New England town, and I look forward to going every year. I look forward to drinking in the hotel room and going on the boardwalk and jumping in the pool, despite what the sign might say, because come stop me. Come and get me if it's that serious to you. I'm jumping in the pool. I'm swimming around, and I'm day drunk. And that's the only time I will ever be day drunk. For me, drinking ends when I'm in my bed. Like that, it has to end with my bed. I have never been a puke and rally. I have never been a day drink, take a nap, get going again, ever. And I still am kind of, it like Wildwood is the one exception, but it's still not good for me. It's still like I'm really trying to keep it together the second half of the day. But I that's the one time I'll let myself day drink a little bit at the beach. That plus the heat. Oh, I feel like garbage. I come back, I eat some trash food, take a nap maybe, or most of the time I sit around while everybody else takes a nap because I'm full of nervous energy and I want to go outside again. So I wait for everybody else to wake up and then we go outside to the boardwalk and it's magic. It is magic. I love it so much. So I'm looking forward to that. This is going to be the third year in a row that we go and stay at like, I think it's the same hotel as last year. I'm actually not sure because they all kind of like all the names start to blur, but I'm really excited about that. I have been watching so much TV this summer, and that's mostly what I'm going to talk about right now. I've got to talk about it. It's on the forefront of my mind. I just watched an episode of one of these shows right before recording this, so it's all I'm really thinking about, and I've got to get it out. First of all, I was already doing a rewatch of Game of Thrones before the summer, and then I stopped because I was given the rare opportunity to watch Game of Thrones with somebody who's never seen it, an opportunity that I squandered. Blew it, to put it lightly. I fucked up. I knew all of the things that you are not supposed to do, all the most annoying things that a person could do when you're watching a show with them that they've seen before, and I did them anyway. It was like I couldn't help myself. I knew, and I heard myself doing it in the moment, and I couldn't stop it. I feel like the closest you can get to getting to watch something like Game of Thrones all over again for the first time, experiencing those feelings again for the first time, for the second time, would be watching it with somebody who's never seen it. And I mean, it did. It hit. I mean, watching someone else feel all those things, watch the Red Wedding for the first time, it was fantastic. But I couldn't help, like, every other episode, I'm like, so who's your favorite? Who are your top five favorite characters? And then when I hear their top 5 favorite, I'm like, okay. Yeah, I mean, there's an episode coming up that you might not like that much, but no, like totally agree with you. Like those are great characters. Like, you know, everybody's a great character. The villains are great characters. I'm just thinking maybe you're just not going to like what happens next. Oh, I couldn't help myself. I couldn't refrain from like, not spoilers, but like, oh, which episode are we on? Okay, there's something coming up. And then every time I feel like they're missing something, it's usually when it's something that like you're really passionate about, like your favorite movie or like a show that you like, you know, you've rewatched so many times, you love it. It means so much to you. And you want them to catch all the details. You want them to catch every small interaction between characters. You want to make sure that they're keeping up with the story. You know when somebody's eating and they're watching something and they like look down at their food at the wrong times. It's always all the wrong times when like they're supposed to catch like a little, like a glance between two people and they miss it because they're looking down. I rewind it. I'm not, you know, I'm sorry. There's something, I feel like you weren't looking at it. I feel like you have to see this. I just thought, okay, because it just seemed like you didn't catch it. So I'm just going to rewind it a little bit. And I know how annoying that is to do. And I still do it anyway. I have to talk about the summer I turned pretty. I really didn't want to watch the show for a long time. I'm the person who sat me down and watched it. So in the end, I guess I did want to watch it. But I put it off for a long time because I just kind of got the impression that it was for like a Riverdale enjoyer. So I just figured that a show like this wasn't going to hit for me. But I've enjoyed it enough. I watched season 1. I had 2 friends tell me about it. And I know that there's a thing between these 2 guys. Didn't know they were brothers. Don't really know how to feel about that. I don't know if I'm supposed to find that hot. Am I supposed to find it hot that they're brothers and they both like the same girl? Because that's the impression I get from the show, is I'm supposed to be like, there's something sexy about that. And I don't really think that there is. But the town that they're in, I think it's like a fictional North Carolina beach town. It's gorgeous. It's adorable. It's everything. Like, it's, for that alone, I was like, I've got to keep watching this show. It's so cute. I love a beach town. So I'm like, for the vibes alone, like, I'll keep watching it. The soundtrack's pissing me off a little bit. The characters are pissing me off a lot. It's just so over the top sometimes. And it's like one of those shows where you get the impression that the writer's room is maybe a lot of people who like don't know what people in high school would talk about or how they would speak. They just get the general gist of things from like social media, but they don't actually understand like how to use certain terms, like where to place it in a sentence. So it's a lot of like, I don't know, litness and vibes and like totally awesome party and like the use of things like that, and it really gets under my skin. But I'm seeing it through. So I'm on season 2 now. If I had known this show was gonna uppercut me with a fucking cancer storyline, I promise you I would not have started it. I don't really think it's spoilery because it happens pretty quickly in season 1 and it's like the focal point of the show. Or at least as far as I am, which is like almost done with season 2. I would not have pressed play on that bitch. Oh my God. I did not think that a show with a scene where somebody goes, Alexa, play So Pretty, and then they dance around in a mesh tank top with a blazer over it, and everybody else goes, yeah, and they all start dancing too. They're in the middle of a waltz lesson. And, because the character who does this is super kooky crazy. He's the fun one. He just changes the music and everyone starts half twerking. Like as close as you can get to twerking while still like, if you wanted to keep like a PG-13 rating, which I don't even think the show is because they're cursing. Like they say fuck. And I don't know if you can you say fuck in like a PG-13 show? I don't know. I have a very difficult time figuring out who the audience is for the show. Because I don't really think it's me, but it's like I'm enjoying it enough that it's, because the people that I see talking about it are my age. So I don't really know who it's for. Probably not us. It's probably not us. And every time I get mad at the show, I go, I don't think this is for me. So this is like if I was watching Coco Melon and I was like, we just learned about that letter the other day. I can't get mad at Coco Melon. I can't get mad at this show. I don't think I'm the target audience. I'm just, I'm sneaking in anyway. I did not think a show that has that scene, mesh shirt, blazer, play I'm So Pretty, and then he dances around, they half twerk, could make me cry so hard I got a headache and I had to go to bed early. The ending of season 1, it's obviously the cancer storyline, which if I ever had a trigger, like something that I'm like, I actually can't handle this in a show or a movie, it's cancer. And it's the only thing really. But I was already kind of invested by the time I found out that the show revolves pretty much around a cancer storyline. So I was like, I'm just going to see it through. I'm going to see it through because I love to be a part of a conversation. It's why Bachelor Nation is the one thing that's lost on me. I've never tried to keep up with it, but everything else, pretty much, I want to be a part of the White Lotus talks. I want to sit at the table for the Love Island breakdown. I want to be a part of the Summer I Turned Pretty convo. Jeremiah or Conrad, like I want to have an opinion on it. So I have to see it through. But this show ruined me a little bit. It really fucked me up. I did not see any of it coming. It's cute. Like it's cute when it's cute, and then it's fucking sad when it's sad, and then everything in between is just, oh, like whatever. Oh my God, she's crying drunk at the beach and he's picking her up and dropping her. I don't care, dude. I don't fucking care. Show me more of the town. Go into town and have a great day. Can you guys have a good day for once? That's how I feel. I feel like, can these characters have a fun fucking day? Because even when they're having fun, they keep talking about the person who had cancer. Can I get a break? Can I be okay? Can I have a good time? Guys can't have a fucking shopping montage again? I get one shopping montage in your cute Carolina town, and then it's cancer, cancer, cancer. Shut up. I'm mad about it. Just want to see, like, if I could have all the good things about that show put together, I think I should watch Gilmore Girls. I feel like that's like what I'm looking for a little bit, as far as like how the scenery is, how the town feels. But I think that show would also make me angry, so I don't know if I'm going to go there either. I feel like this is maybe where I max out. Obviously, Love Island happened, and that's important to me, and it took up a lot of my time this summer. I was very busy watching both Love Islands at the same time. And I know how lame and irrational it would be if I complained about the people who just started watching Love Island, because it's a fucking reality TV show. It's just like, did I start watching the show in 2020? Yeah. I missed out on several years of Love Island before that. But when I started watching that show, it was my show. It became mine. My name's on the lease. I laid those wooden planks down one by one myself. I developed it. I was in the room with Ian Sterling, and we sat down and we came up with the concept. There were other people there too, but it was us. We made Love Island. And I have been holding my tongue. I don't know where. I don't know who I'm going to say this to. I maybe on here. I don't really know who I'd even, where I would be putting this opinion, but I just feel like some new watchers maybe can't handle it. And maybe they were never meant to find Love Island. Maybe it was supposed to be contained to whatever size the audience was before Love Island USA last year. Maybe it wasn't supposed to get bigger than that. That wasn't supposed to happen. But now that it has, it's left the safety of that fan base. And it has been picked up by people who are probably Bachelor Nation. Or whatever the fuck else, Big Brother fans, I'm not sure, but and a younger crowd too, who are so parasocial and they could not handle it. I think of Love Island like a summer vacation, and these people only exist to me during the period of time up until the reunion. That's for everyone's benefit. I see them, I go, I love you guys. What a bunch. What a year it's been. What a season. And then they go away. And I don't follow them on social media. I get TikToks about them sometimes. And, there's like the UK All-Star seasons. There's been 2 of them. That was nice because it was like seeing an old friend. Hey, I know you. I remember you. It's nice to see you. And then after this, I won't be seeing you much more because I just can't care like that. I can't, and it's better for everybody that I don't. I think that's probably the right way to go about it. Maybe you've got like 1 or 2 favorites from the season who you're like, yeah, I'll follow them on social media. I want to subscribe to their YouTube channel. Oh, they got a podcast? Everyone has a podcast. Pick a few. Pick your favorites, follow theirs. And I think that's the healthiest way to interact with the show. But it's gotten so out of control. It's like everybody wants to hear something juicy after the show ends. We all want a little bit of tea spilled. We all want to hear a secret. That's one of the best feelings in the world. I think Louis C.K. said that joke, and I hate him and wish bad things upon him, so I don't care, and now it's my joke. Something along the lines of like, everybody wants to hear a secret. Like, why aren't we always telling each other secrets? That's how it feels. We all are fucking, well, not all of us, because you have to be mindful of just how much time you're spending keeping up with these people for your own mental health and sanity. And, it's also just embarrassing to be parasocial. It's like when you catch yourself having a moment like that where you talk about something with too much passion that isn't your own life, you kind of have to go reel it in. It's a little bit much. You got to check yourself. But when you get that TikTok that scrolls up, it's like a screen recording of one of their lives and they say something, a little backhanded comment towards somebody or about another islander. It satisfies that urge. It scratches that itch where you're like, nice. Yeah. And now I'm in on it. It's almost like I was there. But like beyond that, it's a lot of people making up narratives because they just want to be in on a secret, and maybe there's no secrets about at that time. There are people that just invent shit and they just, connect dots that aren't even really there. They're like hidden Mickeys. Where did you even find that fucking dot? But the issue post Love Island is that none of these people are allowed to tell us a secret. No one's allowed to say anything about anybody else unless it's a whisper overheard on a fucking TikTok live, because no one can handle it. I mean, I can handle it. If they wanted to tell me something, they could. I wouldn't even tell you guys. I wouldn't tell anybody. I know I can handle it, but it's like nobody else can. Like if they wanted to tell me, if anybody wants to tell me anything ever, anytime, I can be really normal about it. I am really normal about it. So, I can be told things, but everybody else, not so much. Everyone's under the table, humping their legs, waiting for a crumb to drop. But then the second one does, they stand up and go, what the fuck? Not a girl's girl. The second anyone says anything, even a little bit on the shady side, people freak out. They're getting 5-paragraph essays, MLA format hate, underneath their most recent Instagram picture. They're not going to tell us shit. And that's why they won't tell us dick at all, because everybody freaks out. Again, not me. I'm not included in that. I can handle it in a really normal way. But I understand if they don't want to tell you guys everything, because maybe you can't. That's all right. When you get that urge to comment on somebody's latest Instagram post and tell them that you fucking hate them, maybe that's not a good use of time and makes you look insane, and also they don't care. And if they do care, it's only because you're another voice in a room full of people, like echoing voices telling them that they fucking hate them. You're just another one of those. They're not going to read your specific comment and like overanalyze themselves and go, if they don't really like this about themselves, maybe I shouldn't like it about myself. I think about it the same way I think about like if you are the kind of person who comments on other people's appearances all the time, like I tried to explain this to somebody the other day, and I'm hoping that it makes sense when I try to explain it here. Do you ever talk to somebody and you can tell that they're looking at you in a way that isn't like just making eye contact? They almost like look over you, like look at your body, and you kind of see them taking you in, almost like they're trying to decide if you're attractive or not. And you can see them doing it in the moment. Like you're looking at them while you're talking to them, but they're kind of like looking you up and down a bit. I don't know if they realize that they do that, but there's so many people I've come across that do that kind of thing. Not checking you out. It's a very like they're making an assessment about you and how they think you look. You could read it on their face. I think people that think like that and they kind of look at everybody and put them on a scale right away. Like, are they attractive to me? What don't I like about them? It's just something that they do. People like that can never actually be happy with themselves because they do it to themselves too. If you leave comment on somebody's page and you're tearing them apart, over analyzing every single little detail about who they are, you don't like this about them, the way they walk, the way they talk, the way they do their fucking hair, you are going to be just as critical of yourself, if not twice as badly, because that's how you think. You know what I mean? That's not like a hot take or anything. It's just something that I'm like, 2 + 2 = 4. If that's the way you think about things, there's a little bit of rewiring that has to happen there because it's just not a way to live. I don't know. It's like stalking somebody's page, like looking at their social media. It's addicting. Everybody knows that. So many people have burner accounts. That's how I had to think about it. If I am looking at someone's page all the time, I'm going to be paranoid that people are doing the exact same thing to me. So I'm going to post with that in mind, convince myself, make up a fucking storyline in my head that somebody's looking at my page and maybe they are, and I can't do shit about it. Not my problem. I just think I'm going to think about it all the time if I'm doing it to somebody else. If you watch Love Island USA and you do not watch Love Island UK, I envy you. I actually envy you so much that I'm actually a little pissed off at you. You're actually pissing me off a bit, but it's fine. It's all good. I just need you to know you have to watch it. I would normally tell you to start with Love Island season 5, as I've said on here before, except I think I said it was season 6 and it's not season 5. Let me Google that because now I'm scared that I'm confusing them again. Hold on. Love Island UK season 5. Why would I ever mean Love Island USA season 5? Yes, I'm correct. Love Island UK season 5 is normally what I would tell anybody who hasn't seen the show to start with. Now, as of this summer, it would be Love Island UK season 12. This last season, we had our first American ever on the show, and she was amazing. I mean, we couldn't have had a better person representing us in there. We don't even deserve that kind of representation that Tony gave us. There was friendship. There was friends to enemies to lovers. There was someone to root for, someone to root against. But the friendship between Shakira, Tony, and Yaz was the focal point for me the entire season. I cried so fucking hard during the finale. And it was not even because of the love connections, which I adore. Harry had a this guy did a 180 in my mind. Hated him. Could not understand the attraction these people had to the guy. He was such a douche. How he redeemed himself, I don't even know how he got away with it still to this day. But if you have not watched this last season, Cash, Tony and Cash, I need to be at the wedding. And I will be. Let me not joke like that. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I feel very parasocial towards them. I'm not going to talk about this any further for this episode, but I might have some leftover thoughts on the next one. I just have to stop recording this now because my basement is flooding with toilet water, so I have to go before my plumber gets here and catches me doing this. And I can't think of anything more embarrassing, honestly, than a complete and total stranger seeing me podcast. That's a nightmare.